Howdy folks, BoilerRat66 here. I wanted to apologize for not having any videos up for a while. I had problems with my computer. It was really messing up real bad. It would just shut itself down, and I finally got it into a shop, and they told me it was one thing. I brought it back home, it still happened, and found out it was the heatsink. It was letting it get too hot and it would just shut itself down, even though the sides of the machine didn't get hot or anything. But anyway, that is why I haven't had any videos up for a little while. I still have some that were pre-recorded of Skyrim. However, those were on the computer that wasn't working. So anyway, what I want to do is go ahead and make another World of Tanks video here. And you know, most people will play their replays of, you know, outstanding games that they had, but I prefer to go ahead and do them live as I do them. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. I'm going to show you the good and bad side of the game, I guess, the way it would be. For one thing, I want to show you is, well, this is my Batchat Artie, but I have like 80 tanks. All kinds of them to choose from. I want to play my E100 and show you. Wow, I see it's a times 3 weekend. I didn't notice that. Looks like I'll be playing a lot of World of Tanks this weekend. However, the E100, the big gun on it is very, very unreliable. I see so there's some games that have an outstanding game and every shot penetrates and do huge damage, and then I'll have other games where absolutely every shot bounces. So let's go ahead and go into a game and see which one it is going to be today. Are they all going to bounce? Are they all going to pin? Or is it going to be a 50-50? We'll find out. Murvanka, yeah, it's not really a favorite map of mine. A lot of people like to go into the woods on this one. XVM is not working. That's okay. The main reason I have XVM is so that I get the hits up there in the upper left corner, so I know how much damage I've done during the game. So let's see. We're not going to go to the woods, so we're good. Around the outside here. Hopefully this will be one of those days that Matchmaker says, yes, you will be able to do damage. I don't know if y'all have heard of the RNG, but sometimes I think it just hates me. And it will make most of my shells in the E100 bounce. Actually, there's some days that, in a lot of tanks, I bounce everything. So, and then there's other days that I do outstandingly well, and it seems like I can't bounce for nothing. If I wanted to bounce off something, I couldn't. And if there's anybody who's watching that plays World of Tanks, and there was a day, let's see, I believe it was November 21st, 2013, that somebody was in my tanks shooting our own players. That was not me. That was the guy who was working on my computer. He was checking to make sure it was not going to be kicking off, and he has no clue how to play the game. So I apologize to anybody who may be watching this that was on getting team killed. There we go, it did damage right off the bat. Anybody who was getting team killed by myself, BoilerRat66, that was not me driving. That was the guy who worked on my computer. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize now. He told me that, and I just about died. I thought, man, there's going to be all kinds of people in the game that are pissed off at me when I did nothing. Because it wasn't me. Don't know what the FV-3805 is. But it is doing some damage. Yeah, that's an Artie, that's what it is. Okay. Alright, so today is one of those days I just can't fail to do damage, it looks like, because that's 3 shots I've taken, 3 shots I did damage, so we're looking really good. 3 shots I did 2388 in damage. Don't want to shoot at his turret, because that's just asking for a bounce. And yes, there's a reason why I move back and forth the way I am, because when Artie's shooting at you, you want to give it a chance of missing. So they're able to see these guys, and I don't know who is keeping them spotted. Okay, I'm spotted, and I don't even know by what. Come on! Spotted again. Yeah, crap, I just wasted 3,000 trying to get my tracks up, and the other Artie takes me out. At least this is one day that I was doing damage. I'm going to go ahead and wait this game out. No, I can go back to it and look. I want to see how much damage I did compared to everyone else, but we'll go ahead and jump into another game, and then I'll check it after that game. Hopefully. So let's go back to the garage, jump right into another game. That way I don't have y'all just sitting there watching a game that I'm already dead. What are we going to go into next? Let's see. Oh, how about the 704 Tier 9 TD Russian? It's another one that can do a lot of damage. I did not look to see what time I actually started doing this video, but if I die fairly quickly in this one, I may go ahead and do 3 different powerful tanks. 2 of them being TDs, because I want to possibly do the Jag Tiger as well. Okay, we're on airfield. Not really the not a bad side, as long as somebody doesn't take the spot I plan on going to. I tell you what, it was really tough not having my computer for those. Oh, it was almost a week, I think. It was on my laptop, but it just wasn't the same. It just got a much smaller screen, and it just, I don't really care for it. I tried to see about putting my monitor onto the laptop and everything, but then I realized, I got to have my laptop open for the typing and everything, because it doesn't have the connections for the mouse and keyboard. It's not going to work the way this one does. So that wasn't going to work. Okay. So we don't have anybody going down in the water, which is not a good thing, because that's what I'm set up for. And I bounced on the IS-4. Now I gotta move. He knows I'm here. Come on, come on, come on. Ah. Maybe right there. There we go, 866, not bad. Did that get him tracked? Oh, he was taken out. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured I would miss that. He was on the move. I needed to be able to lead him, and I didn't have the room to do it. I should not have taken the shot. E100's heading towards the water now. We'll see if anybody's down there. Once he gets around there. The IS-4 was there. Once he got shot at, though, he might have moved. Ah, there's where he went. I wasn't watching the top of that hill. Looks like the E100 turned to go up the hill after where that IS-4 was. The game is now tied 4-4. Keep moving, IS-4. Keep going the same way you're going. He probably just got tracked. Watch for him to go after that E100. There we go. One shot and IS-3 for all 1,500 points. Ammo racked his ass. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Oh, he's gonna move. Bounced on him. And I was lit, so Artie probably gonna be all over that. Got him down to 139. I think he's pretty much too scared to come out. Well, that sucked. Damn, that didn't work. I had the lower part of his hull, and I should have been able to go ahead and take him out. But 3,800 damage, did pretty good. Artie now on the run. Go ahead and wait this out and see if I was in the top or not. Depends on how long Artie is able to hold off, though, because he should have people coming around and taking him out fairly quickly. Oh, that's got to piss him off. Missed that IS-4 when he was a sure kill. I know it would make me mad, but you know, TD mode in the bat chat Artie, the gun doesn't come down far enough, so if he's too close, you're gonna go up over top of him anyway. Let's see how it is. Team score, I was in the top damage. As you see, that IS-3 ammo racked him, and that is why he blew up in one shot for 1,500 hit points. So that's what did most of my damage. IS-4, 1434 and 866 for that Jag Tiger. Not bad at all. And we'll see on that other one, on Muravanka. I didn't do too bad in damage in the E100. I was the third in damage on that one, so that's 2 losses. See, now I'm not just putting stuff up there that I've already played and I know it's a good game. I am showing that I cannot get a win today. So we're going to play one more for you, and hopefully this isn't going to be too long of a video. I mean, the very tops it possibly be is like 45 minutes, but hopefully it's not going to be that long. I'm going to go ahead and play the Jagdtiger, see if I can get a win in something today. This also has a pretty good gun, does pretty good damage. Anywhere from, I usually get anywhere from 500 to 800 damage with it. Holes, and just doesn't do much. Let's see, E100, E5, a lot of tier 10s. I'm going to go ahead and use the gold shells just to even my odds of pinning. A lot of people think that the gold shells are actually helps you and does more damage. It doesn't. The damage factor on the gold rounds are the exact same as the other ones. All it gives you is more penetration, better chance to penetrate. And I'll tell you what, I bounce probably more with gold shells, especially with heat. There's a difference. Now this one uses APCR. I don't know exactly what that means besides armor piercing composite something. Basically what it is it's got a hardened steel shaft that goes through the middle of that shell, and when it hits, the outer parts of the shell basically disintegrates, and you've got that skinny steel shaft with a very sharp point on it that will go through and do the actual damage inside the tank. Guess I'll come up this way. He took the spot I wanted. This is certain death for me, but nobody else is going up this way, so somebody's got to cover it. Now see, there's quite a rise in this hill, so those ones that are over there to the north, the direction I'm looking, I can't get to those because of the rise in that hill. They're actually on a downside of a bit of a hill there. And the E3 moved and came up here. When he was in the spot I wanted, he must not have seen anything going across there, I guess. And we don't have a good shot on that T-28 prototype. You can just see a very tip-top of his turret. I just got hit hard. Probably artillery. No, we don't have artillery, so I'm going to hope that I can get down here without getting shot in the ass. See, this doesn't work. We had way too many went up on top of that hill. Way too many. So there you go. 3 losses. I only did 1,069 in that battle, whereas the other 2 I did fairly well. This is the kind of days you'll get, and a lot of times it seems like I end up on teams where they really don't know where to deploy to, and where that E3 was sitting at first, that actually was a good position, and that's where the one I wanted, but he was there, so I moved up the hill. He could have avoided some of that stuff, because he would have been shooting at them guys that were coming through right there at F4, and it would have changed the battle a little bit. But he decided to move up to the top there and get himself killed up there. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. And if you want more of World of Tanks, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know that you'd like to see more of me playing this game that is very, very addictive if you ever get a chance to play it. It's a free to play game. Just go to worldoftanks.com, download it. However, you do start off. I was in tier 9s and 10s today. You start off with tier 1s, and it's a lot of pew pew, and you can actually, in one little sitting, get yourself up to about a tier 5, where the game actually starts getting fun. I mean, the lower tiers are fun once you've been through them and you've got a little bit better concept of how the game works. And maybe I'll make a video and kind of explain to you a little bit of the workings and how you want to use your cover and how you want to know where your hit zones are on different tanks. Because all tanks have different areas of their weak spots, except for, of course, the cupola up on top of most of tanks. That is a weak spot on every tank that's got them with it or visible to you. So that's always a good place to shoot, especially like on your British TDs. They all have that dome up on top, and that's definitely where you want to shoot. It's kind of like shooting what we call the R2-D2 unit on the KV-5. And perhaps I'll go through my garage and point out some of the places, and maybe I'll get my clanmate to do a video with me, and we'll go through some of the weak spots on tanks and let him shoot me in those weak spots and show you that you can penetrate those areas very, very well. But first, I need to know that y'all want to even see anything about World of Tanks. Maybe you decided you want to go ahead and play it, and you want a few videos that could tell you where you need to shoot at different tanks, maybe what mods you might want to have to make things a little bit easier for you starting out. A hit skin mod would be perfect when you're first starting out. It tells you the weak spots of tanks by showing you on the tanks you're seeing. You see a hit skin that has different colors on it: yellow, red, blue, green, and each one of those symbolizes, like say, where you would ammo rack them, where you could set them on fire, where the armor is weaker, different things like that. I started off with it. I don't use it anymore because I pretty much have an idea where to shoot on tanks. Lower Glacius on most of them is a perfect place to be, which is, if you don't know what that means, that is the lower side of the tank. When you look at the tank, the bottom comes up and then the top slopes down, and where those two come together, that is your line from your lower and upper glacis. And some of them are rounded, so you pretty much just have to go with it. They don't come to a point always. But I can show you that on different tanks so that you know what it is I'm talking about. But like I said, first thing I need to know is that you even want to see any of that. If you want to see more of World of Tanks, if you want to see a little bit of educational videos from it, I know there's a lot of them out there, but you got to know where to find them. And if you want me to show you any of it, just leave me a comment, let me know, and I will gladly do that for you. Or if you just want to see more gameplay, I will do that as well. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and finish this right here, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a wonderful day, evening, whatever it is when you're